Everything you want is within you. Like literally, it is within us. We have the power to create the life of our dreams. This is like my favorite mantra. I sing it, say it, whisper it, recite it every single day I have the chance. Like, we have the power. Like, greatness is within us. We have the power to create the life of our dreams. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ren. If you're ready to create the best, baddest version of yourself, then you're in the right place. Get it? This video is all about how to create the best version of yourself every single day. Like, how can we show up every day as that best version? Because motivation isn't going to do it. Yes, we listen to a motivational podcast or one of these videos, or we read a book and it's like yes, but how can we show up as that person every single day? Because honestly, some days it's just like blah. So we're going to get into it. First of all, get clear, get specific, and don't be scared to change your goals. Like literally, I probably change mine every couple of months, or they elevate slightly or change or swap. Like, life happens, so something might change, but you need to get very clear as often as you possibly can about where you are and where you want to go. Because without knowing where you are and where you specifically want to be, how can you create your dream life? How can you create this new version of yourself if you don't really know what the new version is, or you don't know how far off from her you are now? Write down your new version in absolute detail. Write her down. What does she look like? What does she wear? What does she eat? How often does she go to the gym? What are the kind of people she has around with her? What kind of guys does she date? What kind of job does she have? Like how does she wear her hair? Like, as detailed as you possibly can, so you have the blueprint for this new version. So every single day you can get up and you can look in your notes, or I recommend having it somewhere visual. Like, I love to have post-it notes on my mirror and think, okay, this is her, what can I tick off today? And sometimes you can't do it all. Like, I'll be honest, like, putting on makeup for me is like a big effort some days, but what can you tick off? Is that going to the gym? Is that getting up the bottle of water instead of the coffee? Is that going for a walk, a hot girl walk? Like, what can we do today that's gonna help us to become that new best version of ourselves? Even if it is one thing off a 20-piece list. Like, don't put yourself down for that thing. At least it's one thing or two things, and then what you can do is every week you can try and tick off more and more and more. Just show up as her every day, even if it just is a little bit. Like, even if it is that one thing or those two things, it might be the way you eat, it might be like going out and just buying a whole new wardrobe, because I'll be honest, that's very fun. Do you know what I mean? And that's the thing, you might just do the fun stuff first. You might think, okay, I'm gonna buy a new wardrobe, I'm gonna change my look, I'm gonna like cut my hair, or I'm gonna add extensions, like I want to change my hair, or I want to upgrade my car, or I want to get a new place. Like, a lot of us with self-development always talk about like the sacrifices and not the things we can add. I have heard so many girls on TikTok talk about how when they leveled up their place, or leveled up their car, or their look, and spent a lot of money that they probably shouldn't have spent, they just, their whole mind just transformed. Like, they started acting like a boss, moving like a boss, being productive. Like, yeah, gotta get this, like, I live here now, I own this car now, so the money has to come, I have to be making the moves, and it transformed their life. So don't be scared to do those things to kind of get your mind in that space. I'm not saying, oh my god, go and get yourself in loads of debt, but I am saying sometimes we have to feel the fear and do it anyway, because we're waiting for this big thing to happen, and it is within us. So we have to take that movement. So maybe if you do get that car and it's a massive commitment, or you do upgrade your property because you're like, oh my god, I'd really love to content create, and I need this room, or I need this aesthetic look, or I'll just feel so much better, I'll be in a better mood every single day, like waking up to like these big windows. Like, that might be all you need for you to absolutely get your shit together. And imagine you're sitting here and you're not doing it. So I do urge you to make those big moves. Like, yes, be sensible, but sometimes we have to tip ourselves over the edge, because our brains like comfort. There is no growth in the comfort zone. Like, success is out here, like, zone is here and success is over there. So if you want to go get this, like, you can't stay here. Like, you have to go over there. Yes, some things are going to be easy, but some things are going to be as difficult as hell, big as hell, scary as hell, and we got to do them anyway. Be delusional. Like, I always say this, but honestly, be delusional. Like, I'm reading a book for the second time called The Magic Shop by James Doty, and I absolutely love it. I'm sure I spoke about this book before on this channel. but I really recommend you to read it, because if anyone was delusional, it was that man. But he absolutely transformed himself. Like, have faith in yourself. Be delusional. Like, if you want to do it, you know you're going to get the house, yeah, I'm gonna get it. Like, the tongue is so powerful, so be very mindful about what you're saying, what you're putting out there. But be delusional, girl. And you know what, when people are telling you you're delusional, like, take that shit as a compliment. Yeah, I am, but watch the space. Allow yourself to be guided. Yes, we have the power within, but I definitely believe that there's a God, whether you believe there's a universe or whatever you believe in, whatever God you believe in. Like, be guided. Allow yourself to be guided, because I'm telling you now, before I had faith, before I started my spiritual journey, I always looked at the limitations, because as a human being, like, there's only so many things that you can move in the puzzle. Like, you feel like, oh my God, I only can achieve that because that's all I can see and that's all I can do. But when you have faith and you see miracles literally happen in front of your eyes, you're like, oh shit, like, wow. Like, it's not about the how, it's about the outcome. And that's the thing, let go of the how. Just think, that's what I want, it's gonna happen, and I'm just gonna keep pushing. Like, for example, a couple of months ago, I went to Dubai. I really wanted to go. My friend was asking to go for a while. I can't afford it. And I was really anxious to book this ticket, because, like, even though I had a little bit of money to, like, book the ticket, I just knew I shouldn't have really been taking the money out of that savings part. Like, I've got a lot going on right now. Like, the money could be used for bills or for other things. And I was just like, and it's just, something said to me, do you know what, Renee, do it. It's going to work out. Like, it's going to be fine. Like, the money's going to come. Like, the money's going to come. Just book the ticket. The money's going to come. Literally, lo and behold, I booked the ticket within a week. I got $4,000 into my bank account from, like, an accident I had literally, like, 3 years ago. Like, it was something I completely forgot about. Like, I was going back and forth for ages. Like, it kind of went dead. Like, it literally went dead for, like, a year or so. Like, I literally thought I was not getting the claim, because they said that the person that went into the back of me had no insurance. So I was just like, whatever. I literally ripped it off in my head. A week later, I took it to buy, and it just solved everything. It solved everything, because it was like, oh my God, I can, like, pay for my ticket. Like, because by the way, so I paid for my ticket on, like, credit, because I just thought, you know what, I'm doing this, like, I'll figure out, I'll pay it back later. I don't recommend, but yeah. So I did that. So I paid for my ticket. Like, obviously I had to spend money, because I had all this money. I could pay all the bills that I wanted to pay. I'd even put a little bit in my savings, feel secure when I got back, so I could go back there and have a really good time. And that was one of the big moments where I was like, do you know what? You've got to have faith. Like, you've got to do it and then have faith. Like, you can't have faith and not do it and then expect the miracle. Like, I'm telling you now, if I didn't book that flight, the miracle wouldn't have happened, if that makes sense. Like, I had to do it that way round to show I had faith, and then it came. And every time I've done it that way, it just works out. So I urge you here, like, allow yourself to be guided by whoever it is, whatever it is. Find your thing and have faith. Guys, I hope you liked the video. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next week.